had just kind of planned to settle down for the evening and not really do much. And then this Volvo valve pulled up next to me. And I messaged a friend who also owns one of these, and I said, "Hey, who's this guy?" Because there can't be so many of these in Norway. I mean, they are 50 years old. And then we ended up chatting, and we ended up speaking about cars and Teslas and Porsches, and spend the evening kind of just chatting, which was super nice. So the weather's a lot better today. It's like 15 degrees and there's not much wind. So we're going to try and get the kayak in the water. There's a very nice bit of water, I guess, called the Trofjord, which is near Svolvær. It's a very unique kind of opening in the rock, which has a very narrow entrance and then opens up much wider. It's quite protected out the wind as well, so it shouldn't be too bad. I've had a look at the weather forecast and it seems okay, but we're going to drive over there, and I've never actually kayaked out there before, so I'll have to find somewhere nice to launch from, and then I'll take a look at what the water's like when I get there, because there's nothing that you want less than a load of chop when you're not expecting it. I'm not the most experienced kayaker in the world, so it's best to stay on the, err on the side of caution with these things. And even though it's like 15 degrees, the water's still probably only 5 degrees or something, so it's definitely worth being careful. So just finished, almost died multiple times, but we'll talk about this in a minute. I'm going to lift this massive fucking boat back on top of the Land Rover, and then there's no kind of like fresh water here, so because the Land Rovers like to rust in rainwater, let alone seawater, once I've got the kayak up on the roof, I'm going to find a gas station so I can wash everything and wash all the salty water off. I feel like whenever I'm in like half a wetsuit like this, I feel like Patrick Swayze or Bodhi out of Point Break. I feel like it's not quite the same though. Pretty sure he didn't wear these either. So, been to the gas station, had a Lofoten Fiskburger from Circle K, which was excellent. Washed off the kayak and the Land Rover and the wetsuit, which is currently dangling out of the window and keeps catching my eye because I'm trying to dry it. And now we're going to drive back to Henningsvart to go and hike. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the hike that looks over Henningsvart. It's a little drive back there, but I'm going to sit and wait for a little bit for the sun to get a little bit lower in the sky. It should be a clear night tonight, so there's a good chance of the midnight sun. So cue the royalty-free lo-fi music, and I'll drive to Henningsvart. at the top because you can start to see sunlight again. So close. Unfortunately, just about missed the light here where it started to tip behind the mountain and block out the sun that's on Henningsvale. But it's my fault, I wasn't quick enough. It's not so bad though. Just like that, Henningsvale, which is there, is gone. This breeze has just rolled in and poured in this cloud, and temperature has gone about 10 degrees down. It's pretty though. I said it last time and I'll say it again. At this time of night you have the place like totally to yourself. Like everybody's asleep because they're stupid, because this is the best time to be out.